Hello and welcome to Feel Bad Friday, whatever number Feel Bad Friday this is. I am Andy Hall of Test Tube Games, showing off another level that a player has made in the Electric Shocktopus. This level is called YS Display, a cryptic title, not by Neil Krucko, oddly, even though that YS might start to deceive you. This is by a random player. YS Display. Well, there's a bit of code, so we get to see behind the scenes here. Let's get back to the game. We'll see whether I edited that out or not. See how lazy I am. So let's figure out what is going on with this level. So, oh, shoot. One death, the first death. I did have a chance to take a look at this level before, and that's why I just really need to show it off to all of you. It is incredible. This was meant to be here. I totally knew the missiles would otherwise collide. Totally. Okay, so that's, we've got that being the reason why we have this extra missile over here, I guess. So lots of guns in a huge arrangement, YS level. If you can figure it out before we get to it, kudos to you. Don't forget to read the sign down there. Boop. When you pull the lever, watch the large red rectangles, unless the exploding blocks aren't red for you, in which case, hi, future. Because as a random player knows, occasionally things change in the game. So I'll flip this switch, the bullets and missiles start flying, they start hitting these red blocks that are explodable by the missiles. And what do we have happen? But starts to spell something out. Yankees and suck. That's right, Yankees suck. Very offensive. Offensive message. I apologize to everybody who's had to see that and read it. This is hilarious. Yankees suck. So this was a joke that I made about last week's Feel Bad Friday. I think I made it in the forums or maybe, in the blog post or something like that. But I was joking about the fact that there were a whole bunch of tiles in last time's Neil Krucko's level, cosine of 5, as I like to call that one, or cosine D. There were a lot of random tiles, and it was unclear whether they were spelling something out or whether there was a message, and I took a while looking at them because I don't want to post anything offensive, right? Wouldn't that be terrible? I'm just trying to play games here, folks. So the example I used of something that could have been offensive was Yankees suck. And so, of course, a random player busts out a level where that emerges from the tiles. So there we are. I do have some questions, though, for you, a random player. First off, do you really think the Yankees suck? I don't really care too much about that because I don't care too much either way. And also, I'm located in Boston, so everybody around me thinks they do. So why not? I'm curious how you did this. Is this trial and error? Is this, you've got a plan? Is this related to the not a QR code? So you have something you can plug in, a design you want, and then it spits out exactly how to set things up? I'm really curious because it seems like it could be a very laborious process. And it looks nice too. It's not as if you skimped on spelling Yankees suck. It's really pretty classy looking. Anyway, so thank you for sharing that with us, a random player. Oh, how terribly offensive it is. It's time for a cephalid party. Excellent. Now, I have not made one of these videos for a couple weeks. One reason is I was kind of cramming to make the next version of the game. So this is version 0.7 that I'm showing off. There's a few changes in it, and there's going to be more changes still. It's still 0.7 is a work in progress, not released yet. But I'll show off one of the changes that I did. Now, the reason I was cramming, in addition to fixing the electrical force bug, well, that's weird. So I've been experimenting with this level. You might notice this as being similar to a level from last time, so let me go to a different one instead. Let's open up Through the Spikes and Charges. Nice. So there we go. We've got the level Through the Spikes and Charges. It's a previous Feel Bad Friday, but I can show something off. One of the things I've been working on is a voltmeter. So this little tile right here is a voltmeter, and you can't actually place anything down with it. But if you hold it in certain places, it will tell you the voltage of any given tile as the game has calculated it. And this is really helpful for me in trying to figure out why things are going wrong with the electric fields. There's still a bug that I'm trying to figure out. So here we can see these positive voltage conductors are held at 12 12,000 volts according to the game, and this, of course, then negative is minus 12,000 volts. And the voltage just drops down slowly away from this huge plane of conductors, and down at these charges, you get large negative voltages, positive voltages there, and then it moves smoothly between them, right? Because that's how voltages work. So you can use this to look at point charges. That's what I'm doing in order to figure out how accurate any given calculation is. So whether I need to go more accurate but slower, or whether the accuracy is fine as it is and I can speed the game up as it loads levels. I've also got an electric field where it shows you what the electric field is. So at any given point, it calculates that using voltages all around that point. And that's what the game uses to tell you how things should move the Electric Shocktopus. So this is just telling us what the electric field is. And I just noticed there's something funny in that the electric field inside conductors isn't set to be 0 by definition, because it's averaging from the tiles around it. So it's using the voltages here and here in addition to that in there. But of course you can't go inside the tiles. So you would never notice that in the actual game. But anyway, those are 2 new things. Another new thing right here, which you had a hint of before when I opened up a level that didn't look right, was a moving thing. So this is something a random player asked for. You can take tiles now, click and drag, and it'll move them right over there. So you don't need to delete and redraw. It also works with big segments. So we could just take this all, use the shift and drag to do that, and then let's move it down a little bit. Boop. And then I'll move that whole segment down, and suddenly the level becomes a whole lot more impossible, I would imagine. Or maybe just interesting in a different way. Ooh. Good questions. But anyway, there's just some new things that are coming. I've got other things I'm still working on, like getting the electric forces finally correct. As correct as they need to be, and checking that all out. But I also showed the game off at a festival of indie games. It was another reason why I was cramming on the game and didn't make a video before. The players were awesome to see playing the game. Hello to anybody who's watching this because you were at the Festival of Indie Games playing the Electric Shocktopus. A lot of people came through, played the game. In fact, a couple people even checked out the levels. So one person played 4A, 4C because they found the level editor and decided they were hot stuff and wanted to play that. They made it further than they really should have for not having played the game before. Then somebody even went and made their own level. So this is one of the people came by and made this pretty cool looking level with a lot of electric charges around. So just playing around with the level editor, seeing how it works. That was very cool. And if any of you are joining us, for Feel Bad Friday for the first time, you too could go ahead and make a level. Look, somebody came and sat down and made a swell looking level in just a few minutes. You can make a level too. Share it with us. Make a difficult one. Make an easy one. Make an interesting one. I don't care. I like them all. I don't need to feel bad every Feel Bad Friday. Sometimes like this, it's nice to sail through it and see something pretty cool. So, once again, thank you to a random player for sharing the Yankees suck display with us. It's offensive as it is. So, thank you very much for that. I will see you all next time on Feel Bad Friday.